Chino Outfitters. We are talking Coues deer. We've got the Coues Deer 2-on-1 guide for two hunters, 5 days in southern, I presume, or some part of Arizona. Big Chino Outfitters is ran by JP, and he is going to be talking to us a little bit about the Coues Deer Hunt and what the expectations are for that hunt, so that we can get you, the bidder, the best and the most information on the hunt, and be able to kind of make a good decision on bidding on it. So wanted to kick it over to JP. Awesome. Thank you for being on and shooting this video with us and talking a little bit about Big Chino. Give me a little bit of background on Big Chino Outfitters.
Yeah, well, again, thank you for having us. JP Vicente here, AKA Big Chino. Big Chino was founded and started in 1987. So we've been guiding in Arizona for 33 years. We're based out of Prescott, Arizona, for the most part, where our headquarters are, but we guide hunts all over the state of Arizona. Particularly these Coues deer hunts are down in southern Arizona, and just an incredible opportunity to come here in January, because that's when the rut is happening. So you get incredible weather, first of all. There's been days it's been as high as 80 degrees down there in January, you know, really, really crazy, beautiful. And you got Coues deer, the gray ghosts, rutting. So it's just really, really a great hunt. And, for anybody who's never hunted Coues deer, I'll tell you right now, guys, they're difficult. And
yeah, very, very difficult. In fact, I would say probably one of the most difficult, and especially if you're going to try to do it, DIY as opposed to an outfitter, like your chances increase, dramatically having an outfitter who knows the area, knows the water sources, has trail cams out. Which is kind of why Big Chino's been successful on these hunts in the past. Kind of tell me a little bit about the date. So we've talked about the dates, the accommodation. So what can a hunter kind of expect as far as transportation, where they fly into, and then what they're going to see in camp?
First of all, let's talk about arriving here. We're gonna try to get you to fly to Tucson, Arizona. It's the easiest place to fly, and you can, most major airlines will hub and get you into Tucson. So if you fly into Tucson, we'll pick you up in Tucson. If you fly to Phoenix, which you can do also, you'll have to rent a car and drive to Tucson and meet us at a location. So when you come into camp, and typically our Southern Arizona camps are camps, they're going to be in RVs and walk-ins. You're still going to have showers. There's still a camp cook, but you're going to have nice accommodations. Again, you're going to be camping in January, but it's, 70 degrees out.
Southern Arizona. So, yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, it still gets cold at night, but you'll have a good sleeping bag and get very comfortable accommodations. Like I said, showers, got meals prepared for you, the morning, lunch, dinner, so yeah, it's a great place to be. Like I said, the month of January, I don't know, most people are trying to find a place to warm up, but heck, you get to hunt trophy Coues deer.
Yeah, that's really, really cool. So tell me a little bit about like kind of a day in the life. So you get up in the morning, you're probably driving out to a glassing point, hiking a little bit out to a glassing knob to try to find a trophy Coues deer to go put a stalk on or get in front of. Kind of tell me a little bit about the methods you guys use on these Coues deer hunts.
Well, first of all, like any other hunt, we're really big on early bird gets the worm. So you're going to be up early with plenty of time to have breakfast, coffee, and on your way. We like to try to be on our glassing points an hour before the sun rises. And when we go somewhere on the glass for deer, we're targeting specific bucks that we've seen and that we're aware of. We're not just out going, hey, we're going to look for a buck. Now, here's a unique thing. January, the rut's going on. So there's a lot of time deer will just show up that you never knew about. Again, they call them the gray ghosts for a reason, because you just never know what's going to show up down there in those Coues deer. So, you spot and stalk, you see a buck, you can spot and stalk him, but the best way, to be honest with you, is to go to the old school whitetail methods and the set. And if a guy really wants to kill a good Coues deer, we've got tons of trail cameras out there, and we'll have a good pattern of bucks that are coming to water. And they'll come in every day if they're not disturbed. The guy can have a great opportunity if he's willing to sit. He can shoot one off the water. Spotting and stalking, there's no question that they're going to see the deer. Just those little wiry boogers are so hard to hunt. But hey, again, fun opportunities, and we can do them either way. But most guys, Coues deer, their success really comes from sitting.
Just being patient and sitting that water hole and waiting for that buck to come in. And on average, what kind of shots are you typically taking on your Coues deer hunts?
Well, spot and stock is your typical 50, 60-yard shots, you know. We really don't like guys shooting past 60 yards because a Coues deer is small.
Right.
You know, but if a guy can show us that he's capable of shooting past 60, you know, we want the hunter to take the shots that they're most comfortable with. If you're sitting on a blind, it's going to be 20 to 30-yard shots, no more than 40. It's going to be, you know, either in a tree stand, but most of the time we have ground blinds. So you have margin of error there. Still got to be stealthy. Still got to be able to pull that bow back. No noise. But that's how it works, man. It's great. Just great opportunities.
That's cool. What typical range are you targeting bucks? So are you in that 100-inch range? Kind of give me a little bit of a expectation on what size of deer you guys are targeting and killing.
Well, you know, like I told you, at Arizona Coues deer, there could be some giant Coues deer bucks out there. You know, book for Coues deer is 110. So we really try to kill bucks that are 95 to 100. You know, that's actually the caliber of bucks that we're trying to find. A lot of guys are shooting bucks at 85 to 105. We'll have guys who'll shoot bucks over 100 to 105, and occasionally we'll shoot a buck that's 110, 112. You know, that's very, very, very capable of that. Those bucks are down there.
Yeah.
Again, you're looking at January in the rut. You just never know what's going to show up. But I tell people that the average 95 to 100 is what we're shooting for. Some guys will shoot lesser, some guys will shoot bigger. But that's pretty much what the expectation is.
And do you feel like, you know, most guys get a shot? Like, have you kind of tracked what your success rate is on shot? I always go off of shot opportunity because it's up to the hunter to make the shot. You know, I don't go off of kill ratios. I go off of shot opportunity because that's what I come for, is my opportunity to shoot. Do you have any of those, or do you kind of give expectation one way or the other?
I'm glad you brought that up because that's true. I think shot opportunity is the best way to judge archery spot and stocks for mule deer and Coues deer. Yep. So I think that's really, really important. We have a 90% shot opportunity. Very few people do not get what we consider a shot opportunity. Shot opportunity is this: if you tell me 50 yards is your range and we put you within 50 yards, you put yourself within 50 yards, we just help strategize to get you to that 50-yard range. There's your shot opportunity. You have to be prepared to make those shots happen. That's really, really important.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm spot and stock. On the sitting, I'm telling you right now, I'm not going to tell you it's 100% shot opportunity, but it's damn close. If it's not 100%, it's 98.9. You know, I mean, we're not going to put you there if we don't know that a buck's coming to water.
Right.
There's going to be deer that come water if we're putting you on a stand. Just whether the buck that you want comes during the time frame you're there. And again, we're just not putting people there. We're targeting bucks. So if we know we got a 90-inch buck, we know we got a 100-inch buck, we know we got whatever buck, we're going to show you on the trail cam, we're going to show you the dates, we're going to make you understand, hey, this is what we're looking for. This is what we can expect.
Going into the field with that knowledge and actually having a photo or something of, hey, this is the deer I'm looking for, that really does help a hunter. And you see it time and time again in, you know, across the whitetail world where they're targeting a more mature, they're looking for that buck. Now, that's not to say that another buck can't step out that gets the heart pumping and you end up shooting a totally different deer, but it does say a lot about your guys' outfit to be able to have those deer pattern to a point where you can kind of point the hunter in the right direction, say this buck's been coming to this water hole, this is why we have you there. That to me as a hunter is super, super important. So thank you again. Yeah, I really appreciate, you know, the Coues deer side of things. I think that in the big 29, that's probably one of the hardest animals to take, and one of the ones that a lot of guys have on their list. They just don't know where to turn to go and have a good hunt. And I think this brings that expectation to light. And, you know, bidding on this hunt, I get excited about it. I get excited about thinking to go down there in January. Everybody has depression in January because all the hunts are usually over. This gives you an opportunity to go hunt one of the funnest animals in the rut with your bow in some of the best weather and climate out there.
You know, another thing while you're down there, keeping in mind, you know, the Coues deer, once you get to understand what a big Coues deer is, you get really excited like you just saw 180 or 200-inch mule deer. And one more thing I'll tell the guys out there, they get to buy a javelina tag, and they can hunt a javelina while they're down there. You know, we don't charge anything extra. Go kill a javelina while you're on that hunt.
That's awesome. That's actually really cool, having that included, because that is a blast to go spot and stalk javelinas during the middle of the day or whatnot. So thank you again, Big Chino Outfitters. We've got all the information. We'll put it in the details. There'll be pictures of the deer that they've shot, deer that they've seen, and go bid. And we're excited to have these hunts on Hunt and Fish platform and to be able to auction them off.
Thank you guys so much. Good luck.